Exactly right. Now, about a week ago, we were dealing with sub-freezing temperatures and that ice and snow. Made it really treacherous to drive around really throughout much of the valley and especially throughout the metro area. A big reason why, because of the slick roads and more people were walking these streets. Well, fast forward to today, and thanks to volunteers, the streets in Portland are getting cleaned up once again. Trash buildup is nothing new to the streets of downtown Portland.
It is disgusting, and it doesn't really get better.
One person who knows how bad things can get is Margot Howell, who volunteers with Adopt One Block, which is a nonprofit that goes out and picks up trash.
Because of the bad weather and everything, we have more people who are, instead of sitting in a park and just being there, they're kind of wandering around, and they get food and they eat what they want and they throw the rest on the ground.
The icy conditions were so bad last week that Solve wasn't able to host one of its largest volunteer days of the year.
We haven't been out. We had to skip a whole week's worth of events because we weren't able to safely get out. In fact, we had to cancel our big MLK Day event, which we expected about 400 people to come out that one day.
But throw in just a couple of days of much warmer weather, people like Margot are able to fill bags of trash once again.
It's just terrible. And if you think this part is bad, you should see the back of the building. It's just awful.
One group who's been working nonstop is Downtown Portland Clean and Safe.
For our cleaning team, we can't push barrels when the snow's on the ground. So it's unsafe for people, it's unsafe for our team, but we do prioritize trying to clear up some pathways.
Steve Witcherly, who's the director of operations, says he had crews surveying all of the streets this past week.
The cleaning is a daily occurrence. So first thing in the morning, we have early morning crews who'll do a survey around the kind of district, pick the areas that we need to prioritize.
And he's thankful they were able to keep up as best they could during this latest round of ice and snow. Brittany and Tim, I was with my photographer Jake this morning. We're driving around trying to find a lot of trash. We really didn't see a whole lot of evidence of that. So definitely seeing the streets a little bit cleaner out here a week after our record-breaking ice and snowstorm. But now the next cleanup is going to be that gravel. Of course, PBOT laid down that gravel through over about 1,700 miles of different streets throughout this area. Now they tell me starting tomorrow, they're going to go back and try to recover that gravel. So it might be a little bit easier on the roads and of course a little bit easier on our cars and windshields. Reporting in downtown Portland, Joe Ranieri, KGW News.